Hi guys, right, it has seriously been a while and I'm seriously sorry about it. Loads has been happening. Capricorn, I'm very late. Basically it's September tomorrow as I'm doing this, so there's not much point in doing you guys a late August reading. 3 card tarot though in this reading for the sign of Capricorn. Let's call it early September. Let's call it, who cares what, let's just call it 3 card tarot until the next time. And card number 1 is the 6 of Swords, which I've brought out for you guys. Now, this is a bit of a murky journey, not a happy time for Capricorn by the look of it. Something kind of unhappy about this card. It's the unhappiness between seasons, though. You know, we see the bare trees in the background, and we know there are going to be leaves on those trees before too long. See, the waters here, though, are very choppy that Alice is in. She's on the journey with the lady who's steering the boat is actually the Queen of Pentacles in this deck as well. She's a sheep and she's got a shop and she's the Queen of Pentacles. Right, great stuff. So Capricorn, as these trees are bare, you know, the fruit will be, well, the leaves will be coming and then the fruit will be growing. It's kind of a 2 or 3 step process that nature has been going through since the dawn of time, so it will happen. And where waters are rough now, they're going to be smoothing out, they're going to be calming down. But it's difficult for Alice at this moment because she is facing towards she's facing backwards, you know. So all she can see really is the rough waters. The sheep shopkeeper there who's steering the boat knows that they're coming into calmer waters. So there is peace ahead somewhere, Capricorn. There most certainly is. Okay, let's bring out Doreen Virtue's Ascended Masters and tell us please, get all the cards out, there we go. Tell us more please about the 6 of Swords in this reading for the sign of Capricorn. Tell us more please about the 6 of Swords for Capricorn. Dropped one on the floor, it must be that one. And it's listen, Manjushri, listen. Yeah, so the answers are actually happening, and I feel not happened, but actually going on around you, things going on around you that might not make a lot of sense, but that is going to be forming itself into sort of tangible answers you can get your head around. So do listen. Now look at how calm and peaceful the character is here, you know, and that is actually because not only is he listening, he's sort of making his own music of the soul. He's sort of pouring out the actual... you know, he's pouring out his heart and soul. I'm struggling to find words to describe it, but there you go. It's metaphysical. It doesn't always make sense. But Manjushri, listen, okay? I don't know if the sheep shopkeeper is actually telling Alice anything in the official story behind this card, but who cares about official to me? This is all about the journey that's going on, and I'm sure there's communication going on there. Alice just basically needs to listen. You know, because as well as anything that might be said, she would also hear that the rough water is behind her and the calm water is ahead of her. So really very positive in so many ways. Okay. As much as I like to keep the readings sort of positively charged as much as I can, you know, there is a downside to life, and I do bring that in when it comes. There is nothing worse really than a psychic or a medium or a reader who kind of just tells you everything is always going to be absolutely, you know, perfect, and just like focus on the light and everything will be light. Because, you know, stuff comes in, you know, stuff happens, and it's not always easy to deal with. It's a fact of life. And I believe that by going on this journey with the cards, with the spiritual mind, with the third eye, as it were, we do actually get a lot sorted out, and things actually do become positive wherever things are negative. But I do, you know, I believe in acknowledging negatives when they come, and I'm saying, let's have the next card, please, in this spread for Capricorn. Okay, and we've got the Knight of Pentacles. There he is. Now, he is one of the Tweedle brothers. He's either Tweedledum or Tweedledee. I don't really know. And he holds in his hand this massive pentacle. And being a knight, you know, he's quite high up the chain of authority around pentacles. So this is a bringing together of earth, wind, fire and water under the divine direction of whatever's going on in the spiritual realms out there in the universe, or whatever way we actually see it. We're all a little bit different, but basically what's going on cosmically is bringing everything together at the moment. Okay, so in that card, Listen by Manjushri, we could also say listen to the silence behind the noise, because it's palpable, it's tangible, and it really is there. So spiritual things are going on behind the general lack of spirituality. And this doesn't look like a very spiritual character here, even though he's holding that aloft. And being one of Tweedledum and Tweedledee, he is always having an argument. He's also a bit too heavy for that horse. So I believe at this moment, Capricorn, it's worth stopping and thinking, are you kind of leaning too much on someone? Or maybe that person's leaning too much on you, but they kind of really, really believe that you can fix everything, and you can't. They've got to kind of do something about it themselves. Stern character this, the Knight of Pentacles, and I do feel you might actually have to be this character, Capricorn. Who knows? But the other side of the character is very positive. He's bringing things together. He is making things better somehow. More than anything, he's pointing the way for you to make things better as you go forward. But anyway, let's say, tell us more, please. Doreen Virtue's Ascended Masters deck and the guides therein. Tell us more about the Knight of Pentacles in this reading for the sign of Capricorn, please. More about the Knight of Pentacles. And we've got Choose Peace, Paramahansa Yogananda. And there we go. In terms of listening to the silence behind the noise, I'd kind of gone off on one there because I was relating it to the Manjushri Listen card, and it's really kind of look for the spirituality behind the general kind of fog of life that gets in the way of things. Tweedledum and Tweedledee always get stuck down in practicalities. There's always something practical that they're arguing about, and that makes things very impractical. And we could go on battling. Is there something battling around you at the moment? It does look like rough waters to me at this very present time, Capricorn, and you need to find some peaceful way through. And so you might have to be quite stern like this character, because behind all the fog of craziness that's going on, there's a great deal of peace. And you're going to need that, Capricorn, because we all do. There isn't enough peace in this world. So, if you see peace coming towards you, grab it with both hands in the most peaceful way possible, if you know what I mean. But just, look at Paramahansa Yogananda there. Hopefully you could feel that peaceful and you could feel that composed as well, Capricorn. And me as well, I'd like to. I really would. Okay, so next let's have the third card in this 3-card tarot spread for the sign of Capricorn, please. Let us have the third card, and it is the Nine of Wands. Let me put the other ones down. 9 of Wands. Here it is. And it's the other one of the Tweedledum and Tweedledee brothers, actually. I wish I could tell which one it is. I think you just have to identify the saucepan on the head, and then you know. But basically, they're both guys with saucepans on their heads, so how much do you want to listen to them? I don't know. I really feel this is more like a personal thing that's going on with you, Capricorn, here, than what's actually going on around you. Now, there are 8 sturdy achievements growing out of the ground there in the form of wands behind this character. And in the front, he's holding a wand out front, almost as if he's defending himself, really. And this is work that can be done. This is the ability to actually get things moving, which appears to be kind of stalling a little bit, but basically because of fear. So do try and move on despite fear, Capricorn. Fear is never a good thing, and fear is bound to stop things kind of crystallising and coming out the way we'd like to see them come out. That is it's a Capricorn thing, really, isn't it? It's good to kind of try and keep things the way they are, simply because that need to feel sure-footed, that need to feel grounded. But there are 8 wands in the ground behind, a magic number, as above, so below, and things are getting done and things can get done. Okay, but somewhere in this, I can't help, because we had this one first, I can't help thinking, we have actually got Tweedledum and Tweedledee in this reading. So who is arguing, Capricorn? Who is driving you absolutely nuts by arguing all the time? And how much do you need them in your life, and how much of them do you need in your life? Rationalisation sometimes works quite nicely in friendships, it really does. Okay, tell us more about the 9 of Wands in this reading for Capricorn, please. And we've got Go now, Serapis Bay. Now, this is either telling me to end the reading immediately and shut up because I'm making a mess of it, but what I really hope it's saying here, Serapis Bay, get things done. Look at the gold, the golden fire really coming out of the wand that Serapis Bay is holding up here. Look at the golden clothing. It's looking golden when this comes. Okay, and the wands here, this transforms the wands in so many ways, because here we are, he's got them stuck in the ground behind him. It's almost as if he doesn't care about them, he's only caring about the one that's in his hand at the moment. But he's got enough behind him to really go for gold, to really get where he wants to be, and to really make things happen. Okay, guys, I am going to leave it there. I'm very sorry this just didn't happen this week, but you can either upload or you can't, and a whole load of stuff came up, and dear oh me. But I will be back again very soon with some more readings. Thumbs up, please, if you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment. We'll share the journey. It's always good to know what you guys think. In the meantime, have a fantastic week or so till the next Cappy reading from me. Peace.